Hi everyone, welcome to Sew Essential. I'm Lucy and I'm here today to share the latest Liberty sewing patterns with you. So very excited about this. The designs are always so beautiful with lots of different options for really personalising them, but I'll get into that detail in a minute. I've picked out some fabrics that I would pair them with, and everything I talk about today is available on our lovely website, and you'll find links to all the products I talk about and our lovely website below. If you like what you see today, please like and subscribe, because every Friday I bring you a video packed full of sewing goodness. And if you can't wait a week, do jump on. I'll pop the link to our Instagram account below as well, where you can keep up to date with us daily, and we share lots of different things, what we've been making, tips and techniques, and fun little videos on there as well. So lots of more inspo there for you. So let's get started with this very exciting new range of Liberty patterns. So the first one I want to talk to you about is the Camarog, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but Cowboy Shirt. I love this, I really love this. It's classic sort of cowboy style shirt. It's got a stand-up collar, a front yoke, which has got interesting shapes. You've either got the option for a yoke with sort of an angular design like that, almost like a triangular design, or you've got an option for a yoke that comes across and curves down almost like a bib. So lots of fun to be had there. You've also got the option for patch pockets in that classic sort of cowboy shirt style, or no pockets. There's cuffs, like a nice deep shirt cuff, obviously a button band down the front to fasten it, and then there's options as well to add piping, so you can really take it to the next level with this shirt. Lots and lots of opportunities for some nice slow sewing, really pouring your heart and soul and a bit of love into this make, taking your time, and then ending up with something that you're super proud of, I'm sure. I'll just run through the sizes on this one for you. It does come in 2 sizes, so just be careful when you order online, just check which size you're ordering. But it runs from a small, which is chest is 87 to 92, which is centimetres, waist is 71 to 76, and hip is 89 to 94. The measurements are in centimetres because these are from Europe, so it's the European system, the metric system. And then it goes up to an XXXL, which is 137 to 142 and a half chest, 127 to 132 waist, and 140 to 145 hip. So yeah, just watch the sizes on that one. As I say, there are 2 different sizes. There's a smaller size and a larger size. All the details will be on the website. But yeah, I think you could really go to town on this one. And the fabric I chose was this lovely cotton lawn fabric. It's a Lady McElroy design, and I just thought this could work beautifully for that shirt. It's very sort of Liberty-esque fabric. It's not Liberty, but it's got that sort of classic sort of intricate design with lots and lots of detail and lots of lovely colours, and I thought that would just look beautiful made up into that shirt and paired with your favourite jeans. So that would be my choice for that top, that shirt. Lots of other options on the website as well if that doesn't float your boat though, so get on and have a look, and you could pick out one of the colours in that fabric, perhaps the blue, or there's a reddy colour, and do the piped version with that and have some real fun with that. There is a tutorial on our channel how to sew piping actually. I'm sure that's still on there, so I'll pop a link to that below as well. The next pattern is the Alexa frill dress, that's what I wanted to say. Oh, just beautiful again. I don't know how they do it. I just think they come up with lots of really pretty, imaginative little design details, and I suppose that's reflected in their fabrics as well, isn't it? You know, they're obviously very good at that. But this is a dress. It's with a ruffle collar, or you can go for just a simple crew neck. It's got bust and waist, and then shoulder and back waist darts. So it's got waist coming up from darts coming up from the waist at the front and the back. It's got a bust dart, and then it's also got a shoulder dart. So that should enable you to get a really nice fit in the bodice, all those different darts you can play around with. It's got gathered sleeve head, so a little bit gathering on the shoulder there, which I always think is a lovely touch, and makes doing your sleeves easier. If they're gathered, you haven't got to worry about tucks and that sort of thing as much, because obviously the fabric's supposed to be gathered, so I think it does make that a little bit easier. You could go for a plain short sleeve, or you can also go for a ruffle hem as well. So you could have the gathered sleeve head, plain sleeve, and leave it at that, or there's an option for a little sort of trumpet ruffle hem, which I've just made a simplicity pattern with that design detail, the blouse, and I absolutely love it. It's just gorgeous. I just need the weather to improve so that I can wear it somewhere, because it's been really cold and miserable here in the UK recently. And then the skirt is gathered, and you can go, it goes to the knee, and then again you can either go for a plain skirt that's just gathered at the waist, or you can add like a panel of ruffle hem to match what I've just described on the sleeves as well. It says that it's a lined dress. I don't really know why you would want to line this. I don't think you would need to with the right fabric, with the cotton lawn that I've chosen, which I'll show you in a minute. If you wanted to, for that extra luxurious feel, you could, but I don't think it would really be necessary, to be honest. I can't see why they've suggested that, but if you do want that really luxurious finish, obviously you could line it. And then it's finished, it's fastened with a zip, a 22-inch zip, so yeah, and that just goes down the centre back seam. So the fabric I chose for this, it suggests cotton, satin or poplin. I've chosen again another lovely Lady McElroy cotton lawn, so this beautiful, very very on-trend ditzy print in these lovely sort of earthy tones. I recently used some of this to line part of a denim dress that I made. I used it for the internal yoke and also for the pocket bags, and I think that was it. But beautiful fabric to work with, really really pretty. I think it would look adorable made up into that dress. And then the next pattern is the Xena wrap skirt, which again, this one comes in 2 sizes, so just watch out for the sizes on that. All of them, just check the sizes on the website. This can be a knee or a midi length skirt, and you can make it with or without the ruffle panel. So it's a wrap skirt, so it's nice and easy, no fastenings or anything like that. I made a skirt very very similar to this recently. It was a simplicity pattern and I absolutely love it. I'm just, again, I've made all these lovely things for spring. Thought, you know, I'm fed up of wearing my jogging bottoms and hanging around the house feeling sorry for myself. I'm going to make all these beautiful skirts and dresses and things for spring, and we're nearly halfway through May, and I'm sitting here today and it's just absolutely chucked it down for about half an hour. So yeah, come on guys, like, let's all just hope for some decent weather so we can start wearing all these beautiful things. But that will come, it will happen, and we have had odd sunny days, so when they do come and when they do happen, let's be ready and have some of these gorgeous makes made. And the fabric I chose for the Xena wrap skirt is this John Caldor Hermione fabric. So Hermione is a crepe, so it's got lovely drape and movement, so it would work really really well for that skirt, because with the ruffle panel, or even if you choose not to go for that version, it's just the sort of skirt that you really want something nice and drapey with a good amount of movement to it, and I thought this would be ideal, and it's quite a nice weight as well. You might want to line it. I mean, I'm looking at it here now. Let's just hold some up against the light so you can have a look and see what it's like. I mean, it's a very busy pattern, so you're probably not going to see through that. I think the one I made it in was a John Caldor crepe de chine, and I did have to line that. But if you did, it's very very simple. All I did was cut out the skirt pieces in. I did it in a nice cotton poplin or poly cotton, and then I just attached them inside the skirt before I put the waistband on, and that worked out really well, and it kind of gave the skirt a nice weight as well. It kind of made it feel a little bit more special. But yeah, I just thought this Hermione fabric, I really like the popping colours on it, really lovely bright colours. I thought you could just wear a simple t-shirt with that, and you could pick out any of the lovely colours on there. I mean, personally I'd probably go for a black t-shirt with that, but you've also got like this lovely, almost like a corally red, a lime green, a sort of cornflower royal blue almost, and then a lovely zesty orange as well. So, you know, you could pick out any of those colours for the top that you paired it with. And then the next pattern is the Ester Tunic top, another absolute beauty. Gosh, when I look at the one on the pattern packet, I'm just like, oh, it just looks so beautiful. So it is a tunic. It's got a bib panel front. Kind of reminds me a bit, if any of you have watched the Great British Sewing Bee recently, they did a week which was inspired, one of the tasks was inspired by Frida Kahlo, who's a Mexican artist, and was just as famous almost for like her fashion and the way she dressed as for her artwork, and it kind of reminds me of that sort of style in a lot of ways, that sort of with the bib on the front. It does remind me of some of those lovely designs we saw there. It's got gathered wide sleeves, so the sleeves are gathered. It looks like they're very wide sleeves, and they're gathered at the front and down the back. So again, and they're sort of inserted into that bib on the front. So really quite unusual design. I've never sewn anything like that before. I think it would be nice and easy to do the sleeves because of all the gathering. I think, you know, in terms of setting them in, I think it would make life easier there. You can go for a plain sleeve, or you can add like a little ruffle hem. Or you could gather with elastic. There's a suggestion for doing that as well, and there's also an option for adding an additional panel sort of about halfway down the arm. I wouldn't say it's a cuff, it looks almost too deep to be a cuff, but there is an option for adding that there. And that's one of the things I just really like about these Liberty patterns. They give you so many ideas for these little design details and little different ways you can sort of make the pattern look, and I think that's a really nice feature of them. It's got a V keyhole sort of neckline. I mean, it's not a keyhole because it's not joined at the top, but it's like a V at the front. But you have also got the option to add a little necktie as well. That's one of the other design details they talk about. So you could close that if you wanted to. And then the bodice is gathered under that sort of bib. And you can go for just a plain gathered sort of bottom half of the bodice, or you could got the option again to attach like a little ruffled hem. So loads and loads of mileage in that one. A lot of these patterns, they suggest cotton. This one suggests crepe de chine and silk as well, but lots of the fabrics I'm talking about today as well would be interchangeable between the different patterns, so do bear that in mind. But as I say, there's tons and tons of fabrics on our website, so do get on and have a look if none of my choices float your boat. But the fabric I chose for the Ester Tunic top is this lovely Lady McElroy viscose fabric, which is a design we've had for some time, but I just always think it's so pretty. And I've seen a beautiful dress made up in this on Instagram, where the lady who made it used like a black and white polka dot fabric as well for certain parts of the pattern, I think like the collar or the cuffs perhaps, but it does look beautiful made up, and I think it would work really well as that for that tunic top. It's got a lovely amount of drape and movement as you would expect with a viscose fabric. And then finally, we also have a super cute pattern for the children in our lives as well. So we've got the Kiki Dungaree Set, and again, even though it's a child's pattern, there's lots and lots of different options in here. Size wise, it goes from 3 to 14, so I assume that probably means age. The 3 is a 56 chest, a 51.5 inch waist, and a 61 inch hip it looks like, because they've actually not put a measurement for the hip on the 3, but the 4 is a 61. The 14 is an 81 chest, 67 waist and 87 hip. But again, so many options here. So you can go for either a wide bib, or there's one that sort of cuts in and is narrower. You've also got an option for a curved or a straight neck. So the wider bib goes straight across like that. The one that cuts in has got like a little round neck on it. You've got options for patch pockets. Some of the designs have got a centre patch pocket on the tunic tunic on the pinafore. And then again at the back you've got the option for a wider sort of bodice at the back that cuts down like that, or there's a triangle version where the straps come out of the little triangle piece at the back. So yeah, lots and lots of different options there. You can go for dungarees, or there's a dungaree dress or a pinafore dress. The dungarees again have got the wide or the narrow bodice with the two different design options, so you've either got the little triangle at the back with the straps coming out of it, or the bodice that just sort of comes in and the straps join with the front. And again, patch pocket options on the dungarees as well. So yeah, lots and lots of opportunity to have lots of fun with this. If perhaps you had children or grandchildren you wanted to make them for, you know, you could do several different versions and have a lot of fun with it. It suggests denim, corduroy or cotton for this pattern, and we've got some lovely cotton poplins. I showed you a lovely cherry print design a few weeks ago, and we've got some lovely little ditzy prints, you know, quite inexpensive cotton poplin fabrics that would be great for that sort of thing for children. We've got a good range of denim as well, but we also have a couple of really lovely needle cords that I think would work really well. So this is a gorgeous sort of goldy ochre coloured needle cord with a little pretty ditzy print on it. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is Lady McElroy as well. And then we've also got this in a sort of berry colourway as well. So yep, some really lovely earthy colours on these as well. So that's it on the Liberty pattern front for now. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. As I said at the start of the video, everything I talked about today is available on our lovely website, and you'll find all the relevant links below. And if you like what you see today, please like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.